Hi everyone, welcome to my Park Jet ATIS Information Delta. So I just wanted to give you a bit of an update on what's been happening with me in my life and my Park Jet journey. I know I've been a bit, maybe perhaps persona non grata here on the channel, or I had a bit of a break there. And now this is like my third video in 2 days, so now now you can't shut me up. But anyway, I wanted to share some things that are going on. Some of you have reached out through comments and through email. I'm sincerely humbled by your concern for me. Checking in, make sure everything is okay. It certainly is. In fact, it probably couldn't be better. It's a very exciting time. I'm I guess kind of the step grandfather of a little 5-month-old baby girl. My partner, her son and wife blessed us with this little girl, and I didn't have any children of my own, and this is our first grandchild. So until the child is actually here, for those of you who have been parents and grandparents, you kind of don't know how your life is going to change, and she certainly got me wrapped around her little finger, as little ones tend to do. So anyway, very exciting there, but so that's kind of taken some priority and some time. As I mentioned in another video, I had also got to the point where I was a little bit kind of burned out, so it was also a good time to just step back from shooting quite as many videos as I was, and that sort of thing. And I kind of was almost on the verge of even not being as passionate about going to the field. Also, kind of a bit of a Mother Nature enforced break here on the West Coast, or the wet coast of Canada, as it's often referred to. We're transitioning through fall right now, and quite often we get a period of 4 to 6 weeks almost, where we get lots of days of rain, wind. So we're kind of in the midst of that right now, and then once fall, winter sort of gets itself sorted, I will have plenty of days of good flying. So I'm looking forward to getting back out to that. The other thing, kind of the third thing, I guess, is I started to realize that I'm probably packing on the baby fat at a faster rate than my granddaughter, and it's realizing that how as fast as things are developing with her right now, goodness gracious, in 6-7 months she's going to be on 2 legs, ripping around probably faster than most of my Park Jets do. So time for Papa Scotty to get his fitness, start getting his fitness worked on. So anyway, I've been getting out and getting some exercise. My health, I'm just fine. I'm not suffering any ailments, other than I guess old age, which I can't control, and some extra baggage, which I can control. So I've been getting out, making that a priority, getting out and getting some exercise. Throughout all this period, as I kind of hit the reset button and reestablish my priorities with the channel and with my Park Jet journey. I've already, if you follow my channel, my last 2 videos, my intermediate Park Jet build series that I've been talking about ad nauseum for months, is now finally starting to get some traction. So I'm getting into that. I'm excited really excited to get going. I should have more videos upcoming in the coming days and weeks until we get that done. So that's going to be my priority. Things like ESC testing, battery testing. I'm going to kind of put that on the back burner for a while, because this build series and the next build series I'm going to talk about, those will kind of cover and answer the majority of questions that I probably field on my YouTube channel and over time about build techniques and things like that. So we're going to get that intermediate Park Jet build of the NAMC MiG-35B. I'm going to build that, except for a couple of minor little tweaks that I've learned building 10 or 11 of those. I think this will be number 10. I'm going to build it completely stock. So motor is going to be where it's going to be. I'm not going to modify anything. I'm going to be using the 2212 2200 motor. I'm building that plane as a training aid, not only to share my experiences and techniques of building a score and full Park Jet, but also I'm going to use it as a training aid, so to speak, out at the field to expand on my intermediate flying series, where I'm going to talk about how I do loops, rolls, some other basic aerobatics. Perhaps get into some high alpha. I'm not terribly good at high alpha, but we'll experiment there. Flapper-ons, spoiler-ons, some of that sort of thing. So yeah, so I'm really excited to get going with that. If I can inject some testing of batteries or speed controllers as we go along, I will, but that's not going to be my priority over the next several weeks. Also then, what I'm hoping to do is then roll right into, and I'm not sure if I'm going to call it an advanced Park Jet build series. It's going to be kind of more of a building with Dollar Tree foam series. Because I already have all the parts, all the, not the foam parts, but I have all the plans prepped and ready to go with all of my modifications. I'm going to be building another NAMC MiG-35B, but it's going to be highly modified. It's going to be downsized, built with a lot of Dollar Tree foam. It's going to be a more high-performance airplane, with a high-performance power setup, that sort of thing. So, yeah, because I do get a lot of questions about building with Dollar Tree foam. So I'm hoping that with those two video series that I'm going to take care of a large volume of questions, and a lot of those things are more general. Some of the components that I test, they're very specific, and they may only apply to a small number of folks who follow me, whereas some of the other build techniques I'm hoping will have a more broad coverage or impact on folks that watch the videos. So yeah, so there's kind of where we're going. We're getting close to, again, because we're getting close to transitioning into to winter. The weather can still get unpredictable. It's before we know it, we'll be into holiday season as well, with Christmas, New Year's, other things coming along. So those are two projects, those two build series projects, the intermediate one, and then the I hesitate to say more advanced, but the Dollar Tree foam build. Those are going to be my two main project focuses between now and the end of the year, because the end of the year is going to be here in about 3 months, and with, like I said, commitments, enjoying time with my granddaughter and family. That's going to be unpredictable, and I do need to get get myself back in more reasonable shape and shed some baby fat, so to speak. So there may be times where again, I may go a little bit longer between videos. Although, like I said, I haven't seemed to be able to shut up the last couple of days. But anyway, so I will link the playlist to that intermediate build series, and like I said there, if you haven't watched those videos before, if you have any questions about build techniques when it comes to a score and fold Park Jet, please, things that you'd like to see me demonstrate, please either leave a comment or a question on one of those videos, or even on this video. Before I get too far down range with the build, if there's something that you want to see me demonstrate, I'll be more than happy to try and fit that in. If I don't catch it on the first setup, or the first intermediate build series, then I will keep a list, and hopefully we'll catch it in the second build series, where I'm going to build the highly modified MiG-35B using a lot of Dollar Tree foam Adams Ready board. So yeah, so there we go. Exciting times, and again, I'm humbled, and I sincerely appreciate your thoughtfulness for those folks that reached out, you know, to check in with me through the channel or via email. It's much appreciated, and again, very humbling. So thank you so much. So thanks as always for watching and for your kind support to my channel. Blue skies, calm winds to everyone. Park Jet noise, the other sound of freedom, baby. Take care.